Needless to say, everyone is currently massively upset with what Microsoft have done with their gaming division. The new CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Asha Sharma, is an absolute god tier nepo baby. If you haven't seen yesterday's video where I covered this, go watch it. She has absolutely not even the slightest accolade under her name. She has no achievements. She has not done anything visibly decent. And yet every 2 to 3 years, she's just being pushed up the corporate ladder like she was designed to be there. Best case scenario, she's some kind of plant, honestly, at this point. She has no accolades, and the only thing she seems to care about is AI, which is also a massive red flag. And the best part is, the way that she talks about AI, if you haven't heard about it, she's just using buzzwords. She doesn't say anything. She just strings together a bunch of buzzwords. I'm not sure if she can even create a coherent sentence, honestly. But in any case, this is happening, and no one, I mean, no one is happy about it. There are some posts that are being supportive, like for example, this one. But this is more about how dare you say anything bad about a woman who got to her position through pure, unadulterated nepotism. Because what else is it? You know who's the CEO of Microsoft. Surprise, surprise. The meme is always right. Okay, and this is absolutely insane because today we're gonna cover the lies because this has been so premeditated. Microsoft knew, Xbox knew that people are gonna be mad about this decision for every obvious reason, and the fact that the gaming division is headed by someone who's not a gamer. And well, if you actually have watched my channel, you know my opinion on this. You don't need to have a CEO that's proficient in the industry that they are working for. It helps, but most of the time numbers are numbers. That's what CEOs actually go for. It doesn't matter if you sell Lamborghinis or bread, as long as you understand numbers and finances. That's what matters most. Now, granted, there are exceptions because every brand needs to understand their users to a degree. Now, bread, obviously, there are no super fans of bread, but when it comes to gaming or cars or whatever, it's different. Anyone remember what happened with Jaguar and their new modern approach to shit? Their sales collapsed by 90% after that ad, or was it 80%? In any case, Jaguar just wiped themselves out of existence after that be special, be unique ad that was absolutely a disaster and propaganda, obviously. And this is kind of the same thing. In gaming, you do not need to be a super mega gamer that spends 50 hours grinding gold in a game, okay? But you need to understand your audience. And the fact is that this woman absolutely has no understanding of her audience whatsoever is crazy. Because the worst part is, again, she is pretty much just an AI advocate. Microsoft put her in that position because of AI. I cannot find the tweets I was looking for. I lost them. But a popular defense of this situation, by the way, about her, is the fact that people are saying, interesting, that people are saying that look at all these companies, that sell cars, sell microchips, and how they hire people who know nothing about the industry, and these people lead them to tremendously great successes. This is a fallacy. There are pretty much almost no examples where industries actually hire someone who doesn't understand their problem. And I'm saying problem, not industry. Because typically historic examples of this are IBM after they started going down under and things like that. How they just magically hired pastry chef who became the CEO, and suddenly they were amazing because that guy knew what he was doing. All of these companies, and this is, by the way, what makes this situation with her even worse. all of these Silicon Valley companies, all of these big Fortune 500 companies, and pretty much every giant company hires their CEOs or changes them based on what they think they are currently lacking and what is their big minus. And this woman literally only does AI. So the fact that she sent out a letter saying, "Oh, we're not going to do AI, we're going to care about the players and blah 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 blah," is obviously lies. Because her only accolades, the only thing that she pretty much does currently is just yap about AI. And it's horrible. She has no idea what gaming is. She is not a gamer. So people were talking about the fact that she came out and said, "What are your best games?" Because that's obviously a thing. That's obviously the gamer trick, right? Can you name three? Can you name even a single game? And she named her favorite games: GoldenEye, Valheim, and Halo. So first of all, any Halo fan is probably fuming over this because the fact is, you don't say Halo. You mention which one? 2, 3, whatever. Hers is infinite, by the way. Checks out. And you know why? Because fun break. This she revealed her gamer tag, by the way. This account of the new Xbox head Asha Sharma. The strange thing is that her first achievement is on January 16, 2026. This is a 1-month-old account. This is a PR account they made, so she seems relatable to the gamers. And I love when big companies don't even know that we're gonna figure this shit out. It's like, you couldn't even change the dates? And it's hilarious. People have analyzed it, and it gets even better, okay? So, here's the summary of her gamer account, okay? People started speculating, and odd things started cropping up. First, the very first achievement she unlocked was dated January 16, 2026. Halo MC Master Chief Collection. So it is at best a 1-month-old account. Yes, her account was just made for props, but it gets better because they did such a sloppy job. 2. Achievements from multiple games unlock at the same date, implying non-organic grinding of various distinct games within the span of 1 day. Yes. Most, if not all of her, a lot of her achievements on the account, most of them were unlocked in 1 day. A lot of them, at least. 100% completion in short walking sims type games like Firewalk, Jan, 3-4 hours total. Gone Home, a short hike towards Townscaper, and Ball Expert. She played for 43 hours in 1 week. Does this woman not have a job? Yeah, that's what this is almost 2 days. She spent literally 2 days gaming? I'm sorry, but how the hell do you want a CEO to do their job if she just spends like 2 out of her 2 out of 7 days just non-stop gaming? This is a disaster. How does the future CEO of Xbox have this much time to know live so many different games at once in a short span of time? I doubt the future CEO has. She does not even know what gaming is. Everyone knows why she got picked for the job. In fact, you can see it in this picture very well. Do you see this dress or whatever the hell this is supposed to be? Yeah. Do you know how many other pictures she has with this type of stuff? None. This is a not so subtle message about who all the people in charge in Xbox are soon gonna be. Okay? Because you can't see her wearing stuff like that anywhere. Pick any picture, she's not wearing anything like that. Okay? But here suddenly it matters. Because again, everyone in Microsoft will be replaced, and then that's when Microsoft probably completely implodes. The YouTube algorithm is already fucking off the rocker. It can't decide what it actually likes and dislikes currently. YouTube has more issues than anyone can figure out, and it gets especially bad by if you're a creator, because god damn, You're getting notifications that something for content creators on YouTube doesn't work like 3 times a day at this point. It's crazy. So, needless to say, not YouTube, but Microsoft Gaming's pretty fucked. Pretty obviously fucked. Like, what do you think this is gonna end with? Disaster? Yeah, probably disaster. Again, if you haven't seen the previous video about Nepo Baby crap, we go through her achievements and everything. It's a wild ride, okay? So, I wondered what the future is gonna look like. Well, the answer is AI. Hopefully, it doesn't do the yellow tint thing this time, at least. God damn. Man. Some people just 2-3 years and she just moves up in positions and now she's CEO. Oh my god. It's like she left university and pretty much in 3 years just became the most important person on the world. She has to be some type of plant. In any case, thanks for watching. Bye bye.